Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lugogo Cricket Oval again. Match number 3 of match day number 3. Call this match number 15. The games have come through thick and fast. 6 games played in Jinja for the group phase and 6 games played in Kampala for the group phase in Kampala. The top 2 teams in Kampala were the Central Rhinos and the Rwanda emerging. The top 2 teams in Jinja were the Nile Leopards and the Eastern Buffaloes. And here is a Nile Leopards batting first against Rwanda emerging. The lefty starts with a half tracker. Hit down the line by Nile Leopards opening batsman for 1. Scoreboard ticks immediately. Sharon Atoula standing in this one. As the lefty comes through from the KFC end. Welcome to Lugogo. It's a Friday, no dull moment. The sun is out. When the sun is out, it's time to play. And what better sport to play than cricket? Hassan Bagaga off the mark. Cramped for room. They run off quickly. Beringiro Dimwajin right on the money. I'll give my mate time to eat his food in this first over. I'll ask him to join in the second. You need to catch your meal when they're still hot. Yes, because the cricket being served here is hot as well. I only have bones left on my plate. And I'm a lion, I won't feed on bones, I need real meat. But yes, Beringiro left arm exciting. Withdraws from completing his bowling run-up. Dimoa Beringiro Jen. Kosa bowling to the left-hand, right-hand combination of Sohera Richard. The left-hander has no answers. Sohera from a fellow lefty. He's got Hassan Bagaga right there. Shimmy down the wicket, dancing to no tunes. Sohera, 3 balls is first, got the single off the first, lapping it down to fine leg. Again, very wide away from the 4th stump. Sohera throwing the bat at it. No connection. See the flashing blade of Sohera. Touch and go. Oh yes. The single is completed. Small scare survived. Rwanda batted very well. In the last match we had here, 132 in a T10. That is controlled aggression from the Rwandans, scoring at 13.2 every over. Super stuff. In the air, doesn't carry. Shy at the stumps. Not good. The cardinal sin of running off a misfield. He's very lucky. The shy wasn't direct at the stumps. End of the first over here. It's a Nile Leopards who were asked to bat fast that have 6 runs for no loss. Zirahangaje Francois introduced to ball from the Ginger Road end. Ball into the lefty. So Hera gets off the strike immediately. Sizes that one up very well, throws the kitchen sink at it, goes all the way for a maximum 6 runs to the total. Hassan Bagaga likes to score his runs quickly and is off running here with the maximum. That's a shot again. It had pace on it and there was enough pace for Bagaga to work with. Continuing to tickle runs here. And changing strike. Bagaga, after scoring a beautiful 6, uppercut to extra coverage on hands over the strike to the lefty. So Hera Richard continues to nudge the paceman, and he's got the good pace of Zarahangaje to work with. When they're looking spick and span in their yellows and light blues. The wasps, like we call them back here in Kampala, like to sting. Wides it will be, and wides there will be 4 plus 1, 5 to the totals. Zarahangaje struggling here. The Nile Leopards beat the Central Riders in the first game by 3 wickets. There was a 23-run partnership at the very end that helped them win that game when they were 44 for 7, chasing just 65. Now here they come through. They're getting freebies. That's the get freebies. Allow me welcome a man who is done and dusted with his lunch. Sir Leonard.
Yes, thank you, Innocent. Yeah, good afternoon, our viewers. Yeah, the Nile Leopards looking good. Their second game. Already 10 over, running at a very high run rate here. 20 for no wicket lost. San Bagaga looks in fine touch this game compared to the first one, where he managed to only get 11 runs. You leave that to go to roll through to the keeper. More extras from Francois. Sova is very, very expensive. The first only went for 6. Already into the 20s, the total team score for the Nile Leopards. Very, very many extras, as many as 6 in this over. Shouts for appeal there, but the umpire says no. I think it was an issue about the height of that ball. That concludes the second over. Score is at 21 for no loss for the Nile Leopards. Yes, Biringiro opens his second spell with a wide. It's been a little hard for him to find the length line today. It's been very costly. So I was talking about being very costly to his team today in both of the games. Has come out to give a lot of extras. You can see the captain there, Isaiah, talking to him. Nile Leopards, they will be happy with such runs. Ooh, that's flicked down but collected at fine leg. Take a single from Sohera Richard. That's skied upwards. Comfortably taken by the fielder in the mid wicket there in the 30. And the Nile Leopards lose their first wicket. Hassan Bagaga, who goes without scoring big today, scored a total of 10 runs off 7 balls.
It's the dismiss again. Biringiro, the lefty, working very hard and continue to work very, very hard. He gets the rewards of consistency after straying away in the first 2 deliveries. He went wide, and then bang, wicket time. Rindiro, Blaze, Romeo picks up the catch as Rwanda emerging, pick up their first, with the Nile Leopards looking, trying with this, moving at 10 per over. Small hurdle from Rwanda, and their rallying cry, reminding themselves, we are Rwandans, we are from the land of 1,000 hills and 1,000 smiles, and we are a proud nation. We want to do well for our country. 1 down after 2.2, the score is 24.
Lokapias, the new man in. First to set off with a dot. First over. The full toss delivery there from Birinjiro. Been consistent today with his line and length. Variety of deliveries to the batsman. Oh, shouts of appeal. The umpire says no. Cause runs for leg buys. Paya Soloka will go with that. It looked very, very close. As you can see there on the replay. Oh, just pitched outside leg. Lucky for him. That was very, very good bowling from Dimwa Birinjiro. Oh, that will roll to the keeper for a dot ball. Look to cut it there through the gully. So Heda Richard is yet to score a boundary this innings. Oh, more wides for the Nile Leopards. Right-hander, left-hander combination of batsmen. Give him a run for his money. Oh, nearly. Race was wanted, and that's the end of the third over. And the score is 26-1. That marks the end of the power play. The captain calls on Francois Ziranga to ball his final spell of the innings. It was expensive in the first, went for 15 runs. The local players will look to capitalize on that. Yeah, that shouts of appeal and is given out to local pass without scoring after facing deliveries. He survived the first appeal in the previous over, but this time around the umpire says yes, that was definitely going to hit the wicket. Somehow the Rwandans are in a good time here with 2 wickets, big wickets if I'm to say that. Voloka Pias and Hassan Bagaga. See that there, the ball nipped into the batsman. Umpire raises finger. Big disappointment for Loka Pias to go without scoring. Good bowling from Francois Tirangahe. Picks up the first in the innings for himself. Score is 26-2 after 3.1 overs. New batsman is Mlongo Paul. Came in 1 down in the previous innings. Now he has to come number 4 position. Didn't look going in the previous match. Let's see. Oh, quick single there in the batsman. Very good one. Raise some nerves. It's interesting how to see how Rwanda will go about this one. And also after poor batting display despite their win in the morning against the Central Rhinos, how they would bat the Nile Leopards in this innings. Oh, that peer through the middle but collected down by the sweeper. The deep cover. Nile Leopards will settle for one, taking any risks of risky runs there. So we've seen before Mange's very many partnerships between batsmen. Ooh, it's a dot. Good bowling from Paul, from Francois. See there, very wide off the batsman. Bowling on the wide mark line, one of the hardest things to do. Oh, another one goes begging to the keeper. Looking to hit a hard cover drive there. Mlongo Paul. Chastore is late. Say that he could say the bowler is too quick for the batsman. Very, very good over there. Very economical. On top of it, there is a big wicket. Oh, umpire calls a wide. This time doesn't stick within the wide mark region. Goes out. Oh, quick one. Yeah, and that's a single. That will be the end of the third, of the fourth. Score is 30 for 2. Very, very good over from Francois there. Just going for only 4 runs compared to the first he bowled, which went for 15. I think the umpire there talking to the captain there. I think there's a lot of time wasting. Mangest, the Rwanda emerging team players have to keep their time and bowl within the given time, allotted overs. Captain will now look to get some new bowlers on the ball. Opening pair is done with their spells. Now they'll go and concentrate on the fielding work. Vincent De Paul gets the ball. Pins with the wide, very disappointing. It's becoming very hard for them today to find their good length. Somebody to come and bowl an over 6 ball without giving extras. Oh, good flick down there. Leg side. We'll look for 2. Yeah, grounded. Yeah, good running there from both batsmen there. Hard running there. Good shot from Longo Paul. The boundaries has taken time to come since Bagaga's 6. It's been a lot of extras and singles, if I should say. Yeah, it's a cover drive there. Just go for a single. So here Richard, 2 batsmen around him, go back to the dugout. Outmatch, and he himself is getting a hard time to get those runs onto the board. Oh, confusion in the middle. Oh, come on. Very, very disappointing stuff there. Losing their wicket cheaply. And another run out, as I said earlier. Very poor calling between the two batsmen, and there was a bit of hesitation which led to that. Because I think he could have made it. So you can see there that hits the pads, goes down. The keeper gets it, has a good throw there to the stumps, misses, but the batsman at the same end of the wicket, was going to throw but decided to just take the ball to the stumps. Probably if he had thrown, would have missed. That was very, very good fielding from the wicket keeper and thinking. Very disappointing from Zohera to go that way in a very, very cheap manner. We've seen that more than 20 dismissals like that. Coaches must work on the running between the wickets, between the batsmen. It would be a good thing to note. Rwanda get their third. The score is 34 for 3 after 4.3 overs. The new man in Niro Jonathan. Previous match he came down in at 6. Now he's promoted to 5. That's straight to cover. Yeah. Picks another one. Very, very disappointing for Mulongo. A hard drive to the man in covers. The Nile Leopards losing wickets in quick succession without troubling the scorecard. 34 for 3. Very, very disappointing. Can see there. Full delivery. Just straight to the man there. Very, very, very celebration with hitting the ball into the ground. The Rwanda emerging team here making chances and taking the chances. Very, very good fielding from the Rwanda emerging team. Their decision to bowl fast is paying dividends at a very, very, very early stage of the innings. They already have 4 big batsmen down into their pocket. Vincent DePaul making sure things happen in this over. In at 6 is Mwanguzi Timothy, the wicket keeper. You have to rebuild an innings with Niro Jonathan. That's a wow. Shouts of pills from the batsman. I think that had a tick on the pads, the thigh pad of the bowlers, of the batsman there, Mwanguzi Timothy. Probably they thought they were that an edge of the bat, but that didn't carry. Keeper. Straight drive there. Long off will collect. They are looking for 2. Shouts of no. They have to be more careful with their running. Nero there wanting a 2. A bit of hesitation from Wanguzi Timothy, who would have seen another run out in a space of less than 4 balls. And that's the end of the fifth. The score is 35-4. Is joining me right now in the commentary is Dennis Musali. Yeah, welcome Dennis for the third match of the day in the Super 4 match between Rwanda Emerging and Ginger, rather Nile Leopards.
I hope it's not the lunch, Lennon. But the Nile Leopards 35-4. They nearly spoiled their ranches in the morning with some careless, poor shot selection. Hopefully this afternoon they can put together a very good inning. Again, the bowlers seem to be the ones who have to do the rescue work. Nero, Jonathan and Mwanguzi Timothy. I would say in the first game they were really very guilty of playing some wild shots. The field is open, so there's an opportunity for you to pick up twos, turn the twos into threes, turn the ones into twos, rather than trying to hit the ball out of Lugogo. I think Timothy Kawanguzi doesn't need my advice, because for him, he uses one ball to hit that into Ginger Road. If he has a strength, long levers there from him, and he works that into Ginger Road.
Very, very brilliant shot there. You can see there. Picked up there for 6 into Ginger Road by Mwanguzi Timothy. Trying to build confidence there. Put confidence there into the Nile Leopards innings, which has been really lacking.
Yeah, some good work there from the cameraman. You could see the ball there joining the traffic, the afternoon traffic on a Friday. But good work from Timothy. Mwanguzi didn't get so many in the morning, but this time doing a better job. He's 7 of 5, 41-4 in 5.3 overs. They've sent a search party for that ball. I don't know if they will find it. May need a new cherry. Israel Mugisha was decent in the group games for the Rwanda Emerging team, but this time bowling one in the slot, and it's given the treatment. The Nile Leopards, your favorites? You fancied them against the Central Rhinos in the morning?
No, I thought they were the better team in the morning. After a poor display in the batting by the Central Rhinos, that score wouldn't carry.
In the morning, what won them? What was it? The bowling or the batting that won them the game? Because
the bowling won them the game.
Yeah,
because
most definitely. Because even their batting,
it's not that convincing. Even up to this innings, that they have lost 4 already before even the half of the allotted 10 overs.
A very good bowling there from Gisha. The ball continuously going away from Timothy, and you can see this time he has adjusted his length. He's not bowling it very full. Ooh. Sharon and Swola, they are very, very quick to say that Timothy was still grounded. But good leg is there for Israel Mugisha to finish the 6th over, 41-4. 41-4 at this stage. Where do you see them finishing? Can they get at least more than probably 70 or 80.
Definitely they can get, but the biggest challenge with the Nile Leopards, I've seen them, the pressure gets to them and they end up losing cheap wicket throw run out. We've seen 2 of them today, and trying to hit the ball hard, as you said. Their longo poles succumb to a hard cover drive straight to the man in the cover region there. But I think if this partnership can keep there, they can get a decent 80 or a 70, and which is defendable, because I believe they've got a very, very strong bowling lineup too. Very good fielding efforts also in their team.
Oh. Wicket time. Nero going across the line on a full delivery. Sharon Atwola agrees with the shouts from the... Sharon Atwola agrees with the bowler. It's appeal, you can
see there, the ball kept low, pitched in line. There was no chance for the batsman there. Yeah. Stuck his front pad there, front of the stumps, and there was no way Sharon could overturn that appeal down. Very, very brilliant bowling from the Rwanda emerging team in this innings.
Even Vieira or DRS would have given that one, because I don't know what Nero was thinking going across a line on a full delivery. Some of the decision making from the young ones really needs to improve. You have gaps right in front of you, just to hit the ball down the wicket and try and run as hard as possible. You still get rewards, but he chooses to go across the line playing in nothing short. Daniel G, the happy man, because he gets a wicket. The Nile Leopards lose their 5th, 41 for 5. I like the homework that has been done by the Rwanda emerging team. And yesterday, their coach, Adeline Twizire, mentioned that they had a few things they had learned from the group stages that they needed to work on. And you can clearly see that they're putting some work. They're bowling straighter. Every time they are getting hit, the bowlers are making very good adjustments. Even the fielding has been tidy. The other time they had wayward throws, but this time they've been very, very decent. So it's good to see that after 4 games they were able to learn on the job and learn very quickly.
Yes.
I can't wait for the game between the Rwanda emerging team and the Central Rhinos. That is a grudge match, like they like to call them.
Yeah, everyone is anticipating. It will be a very, very great game. Just come here to Lugogo.
And there are a lot of things when you come to Lugogo. It's not just the cricket. I had the opportunity of utilizing the health camp, and I've been given a clean bill of health by the doctors. Everything is positive. So, negative, positive. Sometimes it's bad in health.
It's negative in health.
It's always negative in health. Very well done, Lennon. Tries to charge the bowler, Timothy Mwanguzi. Very good. Something we've just spoken about in the group games, that throw would come with a lot of power from the boundary, but this time you can see just came to the keeper on the one bounce. Good awareness here from the Rwandans. Like I've said, the health camp, the doctor gave me negatives everywhere. Sugar levels good, pressure, hypertension, very good, blood sugar. So probably I need to keep up my lifestyle. But I encourage everyone else to come here and utilize the health camp. There are a lot of things that you could be able to pick up, and it's absolutely free. We'll be here tomorrow, the 19th, and then on the final day, on the 20th, when we crown the winner of the Batball X. Cause for power, nearly taken there by the fielder Masinde Arafat. The fielder they are guilty of not being on the rope. Masinde Arafat. All these now Leopards players, they look like they've just walked out of the nets.
I think there was a bit of misjudgment there. He was on the rope, but he came.
Oh, actually, that's a 4, not a 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unfortunately, we can't communicate to the umpires, but that's a 4. It bounced behind the fielder. It's clearly, like you said, Lennon, there was a misjudgment from the fielder. That's painful. Those are 2 extra runs. Tries to go big again. This time in a gap. There's some work to do for the fielder. He does so well. Very good work there from the fielder. That one bounce, beautiful. Good cricket all round. Good running between the wickets. And good fielding. 49 for 5. 51 for 5. After 6.5. Again, hit down the ground. Just pick up a single. Smarter cricket this time from the Nile Leopards. Trying to make sure that the sweepers are working. 52 for 5 after 7. .52 for 5. 18 balls left in the match. Too wide there from Blaze.
That was better from Blaze, a dot ball. Oh, that's pitched full. Almost Yorker length, and it will beat the stumps and the keeper. They ran for 2, but great fielding effort down there to prevent the 4, but they will get the 3 byes. Cut off the 1 run there. Almost got a hit with the side screen.
Almost entered the screen. It's all for the team. You can see there he's running off gingerly. Hope he's okay, the captain. Key player. Isai Niyomugabo. He doesn't pronounce his name as Isa, but Isai Niyomugabo. I hope there's no relation with Niyomugabo, Eric, who plays football and well struck, family struck. Oh, very good work there from the fielders. Chance for run out at the chance for run out, and it's given. The run out was even both ends. Very good work there by the fielder. He struck the ball well. Good work there from Blaze. But fantastic. If you see those 2 fielders, there was another one coming around to back him up. Puts in a very good throw. 1 bounce. Blaze does the rest.
You could see their hesitation. He had decided to make the call at his end, which was always to be in trouble. He hesitated at halfway of the crease. Ended up being caught outside the crease line. Another a 3rd run out for the in the innings of.
Beautiful work here from the Rwandans. I've realized for the last 3 throws that have been coming from the boundary, the young ones have been throwing on the one bounce, and that is the most effective way of getting a run out. So it's clear Mr. Adeline did a lot of homework for his team. It's one thing to have a plan, and it's another thing for the plan to come together. So very, very good work there from Adeline and his boys.
And coming together is called execution on the field.
Seven, 57 for 6 after 7.4 overs. Rwanda Imaging won the toss and elected to bowl first. Probably they trust their ability to chase down a total. If any of these two teams, whoever picks up the win here, will have a foot in Sunday's final. Good over there from Blaze. Gave away just 3 runs. Created a wicket-taking opportunity. 57 for 6 after 8. The Nile Leopards. Changing ends there for Israel Mugisha. This time he chooses to come from the Shell Road end.
Actually, Israel clearly showing the batsman at his end to keep in his crease before he delivers the ball.
Yeah, we saw it in the first game. Their Leopards in the final over when they were trying to get over the line for those 2 runs. I think it was must have been Mudola Edgar. Long levers from Timothy Kawanguzi. There will be no finding that one. Runs away for 4. We're mentioning that Mudola, remember, he decided to run even before Kidega started bowling. See long levers there, picks it up, half tracker, picks up a boundary. So maybe Mugisha was watching. Again, a good lesson from the young ones. He's trying to let him know, my friend, I saw what you were doing. I know what you did in the morning. That's poor sportsmanship there from Mudola. You can see actually Mudola moves out of his crease even before the bowler releases the ball. Another chance for a run out. Direct hit. Commentators can say Mudola has to go because of some comical running between the wickets. 62 for 6. The throw from the boundary is straight to the stumps. Mugisha didn't even have to do anything because a direct hit caught him out of his ground. Needless run there. The ball came very, very kindly to the fielder. The throw was even very tame. Mugisha just got out of the way.
Very, very good fielding from down there.
I don't know what Mudola was thinking. Very, very unnecessary. 62 for 6. The Nile Leopards. 63 for 7 actually. After 8.2 overs, day 1 of the Super Fours of the Batball X tournament happening here at the Lugogo Cricket Oval. We have day 2 action coming up tomorrow, and day 2 is probably moving day. We'll find the 2 teams that will be in the final on Sunday afternoon. The bottom 2 teams from the round robin will play a 3rd and 4th playoff. This tournament started with the group games. Group B Group B games happening here in Kampala. Power there from Timothy Mwanguzi, hitting that ball in the side screen. Half track again from Mugisha, and it's punished. Yeah, that's raw power there from Timothy. Juma Miyagi, a national team cricketer, trying to injure himself.
Exactly, trying to take the catch for the crowd. Probably if there was stake.
Chance for a catch. Bowler prevails. Israel Mugisha picks the wicket. You can see that the captain doesn't even want to waste time. There's no need for celebrations. The runners using Luganda, just tell everyone Mudeyo, which means that everyone go back to their own position. Timothy Mwanguzi, you live by the sword, you die by it. Trying to hit another one. This time only manages to pop the ball up in the air for a simple catch for the fielder and covers. 69 for 8. The Nile Leopards. And when Timothy Kawanguzi goes out, you feel like they've lost most of their power game, unfortunately.
Israel Mugisha here. Where is that one been? Clean bowled. 2 in the over for the showboy of Rwandan cricket. Israel Mugisha always knows how to get into the head of the batsman. He bowls a leggy. Oh, an array of tricks. He's bowled a mixed bag and is away flying in that celebration. Newman in Evander Joel, you will hurt nobody with your bandana.
Got him in a very, very awkward position there with his leggy.
Israel Mugisha has been picking up wickets for fun in this tournament. He picked up the first man of match award when Rwanda were victorious, 4 for 6. This morning, today, he had 3 for 12. He now has 2 for almost nothing, and he still has a ball left. Israel Mugisha, with the Ugandan name, no wonder the Rwandans are speaking Luganda and having a blast in the middle on a Super Friday here. Dennis will call it Freaky Friday. So if the Rwandans know what Freaky Friday means in Kampala, it means the bundles are 3 times less than what they cost on a daily day. So if it means the bundles are going for less, you can buy as many MBs and watch. And we know Internet and Rwanda have those special packages where you get almost as good as 1 GB every day for 30 days for less than 20,000 shillings. Israel with his last ball. Another leggy. Was there a chance for the stamping? The keeper misses it all. It's the end of the over. But Israel Mugisha will be thinking that Abim Babazi Eloik could have stamped the man. Maybe would have finished with 3 again. 69 for 9 after 9. He riding through with it the last over of the last match of the first innings with Leonard. Leonard, what do you make of day 1 of the Super Fours? Did you expect Rwanda emerging to be as bossy as they have been?
Of course, I expected Nile Leopards to perform better than this, especially in the batting, given the results they have showcased in the previous games before they came here to Kampala. But it's disappointing how they've been losing the wickets. I don't know how their coach will act upon that. Tomorrow they have a game, only 1 game, and they will look to defend probably what looks like a low total for a team which has scored the highest runs in the tournament previous game. But I think Rwanda are on top of their game today and they have performed brilliantly.
Israel Mugisha jumping into number 2 position on the bowling charts. 9 wickets for him in the tournament. Is just behind that man, Ali Balidawa, who was a miss as the Central Lions suffered a defeat today. Ali Balidawa with 13 scalps. Very well guided, leans into it, pushes, they want the second, the throw is not good, the bounce is not good either. Chance for a third, see where it is going, keeper's end. Again, there is a chance for a run out, not duly converted because the keeper didn't get out of the ball first time. Mr. Eloy Loic Abimbabazi, we'll see his exploits with the bat. He got a good 42 from 29 in this afternoon. Unlucky not take the man of match award because his keeper Isai Niyomugabo scored 52 from 30, 7 fours and 2 big heaves out of the park. The captain leading from the front, and he was unbeaten, so he carried his bat.
Right, but
in a T10 match.
Yeah, but credit to him for hanging around with his captain and also getting runs on lots of runs on the other side of the wicket, not just hanging in there.
You very well know that those two came together when the score was 39 for 3, and they ended up with a 92-run partnership. I beg your pardon, it was 93-run partnership, scoring 52 and 42 respectively. 98 runs for the partnership. From 39 for 3, it ended as 132 for 3. Surely the Eastern Buffaloes were held by the horn.
Yeah. Now Leopards trying to get a decent score. The score right now is 73 for 9.
Chance for a run out.
Oh,
Bimenyimana tosses it back to the keeper.
I think that went to the wrong end in the first place.
In the first place, yes, from the fielder. Daniel Gumusenge, he won Rwanda a game on day 2 against the Western Bulls of Ivan Kakande, who are already, I think, back home, safe and alive. Trying to tear the cover off that one.
No, they will be
Bottom edges it to Israel Mugisha's strong arm. He gets the applause of his teammates. Tell him, well done, mate. He's quick to them, Mudeyo. 74 for 9. The run rate is 7.6. At the end of the 4th over, the run rate was 10. But how times change in sport. 1 hour could be a lot of time in a T10 match.
Oh. Leg buys. 1. Brings the score to 75. It's one ball to ball for the innings to end. Rwanda will be looking to finish high, probably get first team to get an all the wickets, 10 of them. So the then Leopards will be looking to finish on a high.
This one is guided past the fielder at square leg. There is protection in the deep. The running back for the second. The run out is completed. Sharon Atoula agrees. Their undoing has been the running between the wickets, but you can forgive them for the last run out because they were looking to double the effort. The first one was run very well, very hard. The fielder onto it in a flash, and the throw was good. Look at the complete picture in your frame there. Cyrus Iguli, nowhere in the frame. Cyrus Kunsa, Ivanda Joel. 76 is what the Nile Leopards get. A team that was scoring centuries for fun in Jinja find themselves in Kampala and they cannot get the scoreboard ticking as much as their coach Habib Mugala would have loved. It's a tale of two cities.
Yeah, you're right. It's a tale of two cities, but I think it's a decent score. Okay, the summary for the first innings is Hassan Bagaga scored 10 out of 7. The top 5 batsmen didn't get into double figures. Mwanguzi Timothy came around and scored 21 of 15 balls. And Masinde Arafat also scored 10 of 7 balls with extras, 19 of them, and a total of 76 for 10 wickets. And Rwanda became the first team to get a whole team out in this tournament. For the bowling summary for this innings, Israel Mugisha was the better of all the bowlers, bowling 2 overs and picking 2 wickets and only conceding 17 runs. And also 4 of the other bowlers picking 1 apiece each wicket: Dimois, Francois, Vincent Dipol and Daniel Gumsengi. Rwanda emerging will look to chase a total of 77 to win the second inning coming up shortly, and probably have 1 foot into the finals on Sunday.
Here is Isai Mugabo starting with a big heave. Does he get a hold of it? Cyrus Kunsa. Not getting a hold of it. Then Isai Mugabo always wants to start like a house on fire. He had many runs as the rest of the guys fell around him in the first game today.
Yeah, very true, Innocent. Isai Mugabo doesn't hold back. He's a live wire of sorts, and he's very, very strong on the onside, so you can always see with the way he sets himself up. Goes back into this crease, rocks back, but he's looking at playing over mid-on or mid-wicket. Experience Nero Jonathan into the attack.
Man of the match, he was thanking the heavens as he received his 50,000 shillings man of match award.
In this economy, Innocent, 50k. Swing and a miss there from Isai. Very, very put some back into that Nero Jonathan. That's why he was able to beat Isai for pace.
Isai creating room and trying to slap that one over the long off fence. Jonathan Nero 2 for 6 in that game. That's the reason why he picked up the Player of Match award. He also had a big 6 in the chase, but he fell immediately after scoring the 6. There he goes. He knows one way, and one way traffic will do for Isai Mugabo. The onside is his favorite.
The man who bats at the top of the order, very, very strong on the onside. The only advice I would give him is to try and work on his offside game. Complement that with the power that he has. He should be able to be a fine guy at the top of the order. We know the Rwandan team already has the Orikide and the legend Eric Ndikuzimana at the top. So maybe he could be someone there. Wash.
Big, nice, beautiful shot from the opener there. Chris Yusuf Namuhoranje.
Very, very good shot. The difference between these two, Innocent, is that Chris is very, very strong on the offside, and Isai is very, very strong on the onside. So they complement each other very well. Nero was able to beat Isai on the offside, but now he has to find a way of making sure that he tucks Chris in and doesn't allow him to free his arms.
Better lines, test line length from Nero Jonathan to complete the first over. 7 without loss after 1.
Can see there the captain, the chairman of Uganda Cricket Association, Michael Nwagaba, in your image with a national team opener Simon Sesazi. His bags already packed because the cricket cranes are on their way to Kigali for the East African T20 Cup, the defending champions. They should be visitors by early tomorrow morning, with the action getting underway on Sunday. That tournament has 3 teams in it. The host Rwanda, Uganda and Tanzania. Should be a cracker. A lot of cricket, especially for some new guys on the Cricket Cranes team.
12 games per team, Dennis. That's not cricket for the faint-hearted. I don't envy any of the players. My body can't take in 12 games in as many days.
I know. Kunsa Cyrus takes the new cherry from the Ginger Rodent. Isai sets himself up to hit on the offside, but the ball following him towards the offside, and he's able to pie it over a point.
Isai playing with earphones there, Dennis, listening to your advice, and he says, what is he talking about? I can't play on the offside. 4 runs, that is racing beautifully into the dugout of his teammates, who are clapping and enjoying every moment of his stay in the middle.
I apologize, sir. Please continue punishing the rubbish.
Cyrus Kunsa. 1 ball 4. How does he come back into this one?
Good offer again there from Isai. But he'll just pick up a single. Pius Oloka with the fielding. Why Isai's approach is very good, that he doesn't allow the bowlers to settle. So you need to keep thinking on your feet. if you're going to come up with anything. Good approach there from Isai, very, very confident looking. And of course, the leading run scorer now in the Batball X tournament. Power.
Short chance for a catch. He holds on dearly. That's a very good wicket picked up there. Cyprus Igulu, the man at mid-off who completes the catch that was going high up in the heavens. Igulu stops it from traveling any further than that. Sort of a sliced bat.
Yeah, very good catch there from Igulu, because when the ball came off the bat, I thought it was going to go over his head, but he settles himself and takes a good catch. Had luck there for Cyrus. The shot was on, but I didn't get the height over Igulu. Got the distance, but no height. Igulu takes a very good catch. Cyrus Kunsa picks the first wicket. The other one is Ives Kunsa, and this is Cyrus Kunsa. The Rwanda emerging now 12 for 1. Should be a very good game. The Nile Leopards defeated the favorites, the Central Rhinos, by 3 wickets in the morning. If they pick up a second victory today, they should have done most of the work to make sure that they are in the final on Sunday afternoon.
Touch and go. Do they get one? The run out not completed. The running good between the 2 wickets. Vestus are the batting maestro of the Rwandans. Won 2-man of match awards on day 2 here at Lugogo. A 31 and a 23 were just enough.
Ives Chusa, Cyrus Kunsa. No relation at all.
Dennis here, our fellow ICC commentator, has a comment for you. He says, the doctors had a positive mind giving you negative results. Don't worry, you are safe as this is sliced down the ground. Bob is in the mood to throw some jaffas at you.
Bob, I saw him in action last weekend. I think that comeback has induced some words. So he's offering a lot of good lip service.
I can tell you, Bob, that's the only thing he posted, the catch, which caught him. Actually, the catch caught him at Gali, and he pulled off the Shikadawan celebration. But I tell you, he faced one ball, and it was clean bowled. Balled all around his legs. Boba Shutsonga, we know the figures, even if you hide them from us.
Unsa Cyrus continues to dot for the Nile Leopards. But another good offer there from Ives Chusa. End of the second over, 14 for 1.
Two down. 2 overs down, 14 for 1. Christopher Yusuf Namuhoranje went. They need another 63 runs at just 7.8 per over. The name of the game for the Leopards is wickets. And I imagine we'll be saying, we want it all. The story of Tom Sawyer. Nero Jonathan. There's a man underneath it. Is the catch completed? Yes, it is swallowed. Just a quick lunge there. Pius Oloka swallows it. The dangerous Isai Nyomugabo holds out, the only man there. He was put there in that position right under the umpire's tent to take that catch.
Yeah, Mr. Safe Hands there, Pius Oloka taking the catch. Isai Nyomugabo, you live by the sword and you die by it. Trying to go for one too many, and this time doesn't find the distance, neither the height over Pius Oloka. The Rwanda emerging now have lost 2 quick wickets. They are 14 for 2.
Tightness. Things are looking very tight. The Leopards are saying we only got as many as 76, but that's what we got. You can't deny your baby Dennis. We'll look after our 76, not like a prodigal son, but like our own, and give them all the love we have, the runs.
Yeah, very true, Innocent. And we know that the Nile Leopards have a very good bowling attack. Nero Jonathan into his second and final over. The two have started well, Kunsa Cyrus and Nero, so they just need the support of the others to make sure that they don't take the foot off the gas. So those 2 quick wickets for the Rwanda emerging, setting them back a little bit. But they still have a lot of batting to come.
Christian Benehire on strike. He goes big. Does that go all the way? No chance for the fielder, who has to collect from beyond the boundary, right underneath the scoreboard. The runs are flowing, Dennis, and it's the Leopards who were on the front foot after those 2 quick wickets.
Yeah, you can see not a bad ball there from Jonathan, but a good offer there from Christian. He manages to get it off at the infield. No, okay, touch and go, not very clear. Looked like a 6, but maybe it bounced inside the rope.
Back to back hits down the ground. That goes downtown, bang onto the side screen. It rolled back into the field of play. Courageous knock.
This time there's even no chance. There's no need for the fielders to even attempt stopping that, because it was hit straight into the screen. Top quality knock there from Christian to finish the over. 22 for 4. 53 from as many as 42 balls. Very good shot there. Hit over the bowler's head. Quick bowlers never like that, but you have to take that. They hit the ball, it hit the side screen, and I think it came rolled back up to where Nero's run-up starts from. Kunsa Cyrus will continue from the Ginger Road end. Lennon is here in the commentary box with us. He may not be on the mic, but he knows how to tell tales. Where do you see this game going?
Seven overs left in this one. The Rwandans keep it exciting. Pierces the gap, diving effort at point. If you dare take a second, you will be in trouble. Sensible cricket from the Rwandans. They take the 1. They only need 7 per over. If you get 7 per over, Dennis, you have already need just 1 run every ball and maybe an odd boundary. Cyrus Kunsa.
Yes, to answer Dennis's question, yeah. Currently, I see a 70 would seem to be
hit straight down the ground. Good fielding from the man who took the catch. Sampras Igulu, who played for Amakokotazi.
Just as I was saying, the game seems to be slipping out of Ginger's grip on their run rate. The way the batsmen are charging against the Nile Leopards bowlers. But I think they're still in the game. They just need, the Nile Leopards need to just keep their heads up.
You heard it from Prophet Lennon. Still not very sure about it.
Then Prophet Lennon is not a prophet anymore. He's here and there is nowhere.
Lennon, I'm sure your church will have no congregation if you continue like that. Tidy stuff there from Kunsa. 9, he's picked a wicket. He has been in the bowler's business. Apart from the shot that Isai got away on him, he stopped bowling very wide off stump. Both teams need this win desperately. The winner of this one is surely one step away from the final. But we have games coming up tomorrow. Hesitation, but he safely makes it because the fielder didn't pick up the ball first time.
So continue watching this game and enjoying. Bob Bashir is up to no good. He says, Dennis, he will threaten and reveal the secrets of your batting in the last game you played.
My last league game was against Challengers.
Big heave across the line.
Yeah.
No connection.
Unnecessary there from Christian because Innocent in the previous over he hit a 6 straight into the screen. So if he's trying to hit the side screen, he could have made a better connection with that rather than trying to go across the line.
End of the 4th. 27 for 2. They are moving at almost 7 per over. Just under 7. They need 8.3 per over. They have 8 wickets in hand. I know Adeline Tuizere is a brilliant coach and he's got a good head on his shoulders. He should do the mathematics and make it easy for the guys in the heart there. Because with the Vestusa who can bat and bat deep and long, and Christian Benehiro out there, they should do the job with talents like Daniel Gumusenge to come.
I'm telling
Eloi Loik Abimbabazi, the keeper batter.
I'm telling you, Innocent, that if I was the decision maker in RC, I would hire Adeline Twizzle immediately. He's impressed me so much. Of course, for the times we knew him, he was mostly in the shadow of Martin Suji. But he's come here as his own man and he's shown that he can make the necessary changes on the job.
Adeline has put in the mileage. He was with the under-13s with Lee Booth. Now he comes here with the Rwanda emerging and Lee Booth stays back with the seniors. Because the East Africa Cup is on to us in a flash. Big appeal, no way. The height. Looks like it pitched on the leg side.
Payal Soloka from that under 19 contingent that was in Dar es Salaam was at the World Cup in 2022 in the West Indies. But unfortunately, they found Dar es Salaam very, very hot for them. Barely finishing third. Goes big, but straight down the throat of Jonathan Nyiro, who takes a good catch. Christian has to depart for a well-played 11. The Rwanda emerging losing their third wicket. They are now 28 for 3. Simple catch there for Nyiro, a very tall man. The Rwanda emerging losing their third wicket. 2 players have perished in that direction. The captain Isai and now Christian. those that are coming after them should know that maybe they shouldn't try and attack that side of the boundary.
Also, yeah, the problem and the cardinal sin is that they're trying to chase down the runs very quickly with big hits. There's a word called controlled aggression. Maybe mix it up, get the ones, respect the good bowling. The spinners will come on, you will free your arms. The balls in your zones will come through, but don't try and show the opposition that you're trying to go after everything. Arnold Otwani on the stream and saying he likes the attitude and aggression of Cyrus Kunsa. Because the ball is spell already. 1 for 9. Sliced by the gap. What an effort in the deep from Sohera Richard. He cuts off 2 runs. That would have been a certain boundary.
Sohera Richard, we should see him bowling some leggies later on.
Sohera Richard played for Butu. He was the leading wicket taker.
He's a very good young man, Sohera.
In the Nile edition of Batball Open last December with 6 wickets. Half tracker, thinnest of edges onto it. 4 runs. You can hear the cries. Joel Evander, Richard Sohera are having a mouthful from Paya Soloka, who is less than pleased. But I tell you, Joel Evander is innocent.
Very true. You know, just like you, he's an innocent man. The guilty party there was Paya Soloka bowling half tracker. I don't know what he expected the batter to do for him. But the batter, very intelligent, Eloy, using the pace of the ball and just runs it down to fine leg. I expect Paya Soloka to bowl much better than that. It's nothing bowling.
Cramped him for room. Picking it up the first time of asking. Evander Joel this time does better. He doesn't want any more stick from his teammates.
It's just being anxious. But after three overs, 35 for 3. After 5 overs, 7 runs every over. Close to the required rate. 8.4 is what is required from each over from here on. Maybe we are in for a very, very interesting finish. Change in the bowling for the Nile Leopards. Igulu is going to come from the Ginger Road end.
There's a battle of words then is going on the stream. Zephania Arinaitwe, one of Uganda's prospects. Hopefully he comes back home and plays for the country. Again, we've seen Arnold Otwani already earning some mileage there. He replies to Arnold Otwani's love for Kunsa's attitude and aggression and just gives him a small little jibe and says, it's just like yours in T20s.
Zephania there, respect for no respect for the elders. Zeph always an interesting character. One of the best I've seen in this generation. Beautiful cricket hands. And of course Arnold Otwani would be greatly missed by the cricket cranes. That century scored against Hong Kong. Still fresh in my memory. Actually throughout that whole tour is amazing. He batted very, very well. But for now, Igulu Cyrus coming from the Ginger Road end. Starts off with a single. Ooh. The throw nearly going ahead for the keeper.
Vestus are happy to give the strike to Eloy Loic.
Vestus a very good player, Innocent. He really takes his time, never in a rush. But if they get to the end of the game, you'll find out that he scored about 20 off 18 balls, and the 20 was very important. Eloy Loic may be the aggressor in the game for the Rwanda emerging team, but the Nile Leopards have decided to park the onside, so probably they feel that the Rwanda emerging like attacking that side, so they've parked the onside. They have the mid off is still inside the circle. Walking across his stumps, clearly they want to attack. Someone should just send them a note from the dugout that maybe try and hit the ball on the onside. That's where the opportunity for scoring runs is.
But you won't see Adeline as one of those coaches who have to go the African way, shouting from the dugout. He's a calm and a cool, collected customer. Stays in the dugout, trusts the notes because he believes you can't coach in the match. Clean balls his man. Igulu has a man. A wicket for him. It's a big wicket of Vestusa. No heroics for him today. Right on the money. And look at the jab celebration there. It's a knockout blow from him. And Vestusa's got to take marching orders back to the hut.
Yeah, Igulu Joel took a catch to dismiss Chris Yusuf in the first over of the bowling of in the second over of the bowling of Sarah Skunsa, but this time he comes into the attack and he bowls Yves Chusa. Yves guilty of shuffling across his stumps. Then in the end he cramped himself for room, couldn't play the ball towards the onside. 38 for 4, the runner emerging now.
Cyprus, back-to-back appeals. How is that, Mr. Umpire? Not out. The shout was sharp. Oh yes, that's a good shout. He survives by the thinnest of margins. Daniel Gumusenge, one of the heroes, him and Chusa, the other day when Rwanda emerging beat the Western Bulls, chasing down 50 in record time, 7 overs. He survives a sharp appeal. He can go and have his chicken.
I like to call him Daniel G.
Who has stand this game is making sure the required run rate goes climbing with each passing delivery and dot ball.
One of the things I've really liked is that the usual people that we know from Ginger, of course, every one of us is expecting players like Pa Soloka and Neuro Jonathan to put in the shift for the team. But we're seeing some new and emerging talent. Igulu, one of them. Sohera Richard, not so known, but Timothy Mwangu, they've all come here and impressed. And I think that is the key thing about the Batball tournament, that we want to see new talent coming through. Hopefully that this talent can one day play for the Cricket Cranes. End of the 6th over, 41 for 4, 36 from 24 balls is the required rate, is the requirement for the Rwanda emerging team if they're going to pick up the victory.
9 runs desired every over. The assignment is clear. They need a boundary every over. Whichever boundary they get, they need a boundary every over to keep things interesting and have belief that something will give at the back end of the innings. Here's Pius Oloka. Pius Oloka, I like that he's bowling such lengths, hard lengths. In Dar es Salaam, he was a bit overzealous. He tried to bowl Yorker after Yorker. Even with a shining ball, sometimes we've got to make use of the ball, make it move in the air, make it move off the wicket, and then chip in a surprise Yorker. But if you come bowling Yorker after Yorker, and every time he got it wrong, he was hit to the boundary. Chance for a run. First one is fast. They would love a second. They won't take it. Sharp fielding there from Kunsa Cyrus, a man who's loved by a Ugandan international in Arnold Otwani.
Yeah, Pius Oloka has to put in another decent shift. I'm just surprised that they haven't mixed it up. Maybe guys like Pius Oloka need to come back later and bowl at the back end of the inning. Because Pius now is bowling his second and final over. Once he gets done in this quarter, it is the others that will have to come and deal.
It's a quarter, chance for a catch, it won't carry. Nero Jonathan comes all the way up, comes all the way down from 7 feet up in the air to stop a certain second run. They need a boundary. There's a big shout, big appeal. I tell you, when Pius does pitch it a third back, there is movement off the wicket. And he picks up a wicket there. Eloi Loic Abimbabazi, 42 in the morning, only 11 in the afternoon. 5 down for Rwanda emerging.
Yeah, Eloi Loic, they are trying to charge the bowler. Seems surprised that the umpire gave him out. I don't know why, but the appeal was very, very confident from the keeper. And there was no way he could have hit the wicket. The Rwanda emerging now lose their 5th wicket. They are 43 for 5.
Getting harder with every passing delivery now for the Rwandans.
I think the challenge is that they are trying to hit everything out of the park. Try and make sure you get to the back end of the innings when you have as many wickets as possible in hand. And then from there you can try and go after the bowling.
Because that helps you push the pressure back onto the bowling unit because you have resources to work with. Oh, is that gone? All the way for 4. A boundary they desire without no risk. It's a bad ball from Oloka. I don't know why he's blaming the fielders, but the placement cannot be there for a bad delivery.
Those balls down the leg there become very, very expensive. Every time he's straight down the pads, he's been knocked over for a boundary.
Very fine over from Pius Oloka to end his shift for the day. 2 for 14 in his 2 overs. Rwanda need 30 from 3 overs. To whose game is it anyway?
13 of 18 balls. Difficult but not impossible.
Tomorrow is going to be a big day. If the Nile Leopards do win here, they will know that they have a chance to be in the final. Rwanda Magic will come tomorrow, guns blazing, saying we have just 1 game for the day. If we put our bodies on the line and die a little for our country, we can as well make it to the final. So watch out for the Central Rhinos, who lost and are hurting today. They have 9 under 19 players of Uganda in that side, all the way from Anas Bey, Christopher Kidega, Jafo Chaya, Yunus Sowobi, Ali Balidawa. Too much talent, Ronald Omara, but it will count for nothing if they can't pick up a victory in the first game they play tomorrow when they play too.
Yeah, that's very true. And I'll tell you, Innocent, on the fixtures for tomorrow, the last 2 games, Central Rhinos taking on the Rwanda United. Istanbul was against the Central Rhinos. Deciding games. Because if the now Leopards win in the morning against the Eastern Buffaloes, they will have virtually still their place in the final. So after that, pressure will be on the Rwanda Imagine, the Central Rhinos, to get the business done.
Mr. Igulu from the Ginger Road end. Clean balls his man, middle stump, and the punching bag is hit. That celebration becoming a very familiar one for us here. Look at the middle stump, an ugly sight for you as a batsman when you realize you lost your middle stump.
Yeah, Daniel J has to walk this time. Good ball there from Igulu. Comes out there with the punches as his celebration trademark. Good stuff to see there for the Nile Leopards. They are doing everything right to get themselves in the final. Of course, this is not the final time these youngsters are meeting each other. In a week's time, they will be playing in their annual schools cricket competition. Good ball there from Igulu. You miss a hit. And this time, Igulu is the one who hits. The young ones will be meeting each other in the annual schools cricket week that will be in Ginger SS starting from the 26th to the 2nd of September. Imagine when you're in that tournament, Innocent, and you're walking around in the evening, swaggering, going for dinner, and you're putting on Batball X top with your name on it. I'm sure that will send shivers down the spines of players from as far as Kirembe SS. They may start setting defensive fields for you.
Of course, we'd like to thank the partners of Batball X, Rock Telecom, Guinea, Unicid, Soroti Cricket Academy, Safal, GB Water, Rwanda Cricket Association, Case Medical Center, Fitness Junction Gym and Spa, and St. Francis Medical Services. Dennis, I remember during the school cricket week when I was playing for Wanderers back then, walking around in my white, given to me by John Lobia, but that's a beautiful shot against a run of play. That young man, Vincent DePaul Ivan Bimenyimana, walking out to bat there and saying, we're not done and dusted. If you think this game is over as a contest, Mr. Igulu, you bowl a half tracker, I'll punish you.
Yeah, Bimenyimana. Long levers from him and he can hit the long ball. Starts off with the boundary.
They have been very reactive, the Nile Leopards. Everywhere a boundary has been struck, they've put the fielder. Now they put a fielder in cow corner. And here is Igulu with 2 balls left in his spell. Back-to-back boundaries for the youngster from Kigali, Rwanda. The sister, Diane Marie Bimenyimana, and the big brother, Zapi, will be very proud that their younger brother has got 8 runs from 2 balls, and he brings the required rate all the way from 11 to 9.
Vincent DePaul, Ivan Bimenyimana doing the business. Again, a half tracker from Igulu, and it's given the treatment. Pressure on the bowler now.
20 needed from 2.1. Here is Igulu. Bimenyimana hits very hard, but straight to that man, Kunsa Cyrus. He importantly stays on strike. He's got 9 from 3. End of the 8th, 58 for 6.
"19 of 12 balls is what is required." The Rwanda emerging are making it a habit of playing out blinders here. All their contests have been very, very close. They went down by 11 runs in their first game against the Eastern Rhinos, lost by 2 in the second against the Central Rhinos. And now they are setting up this game for a very good finish. The most important over of the match is coming up now. If the bowler goes for 10, we will need only 9 of the final 6 balls.
The DJ understanding the assignment and playing that big song of Red Sun. Who is the chicken now? We don't know who the chicken is. Please don't ask us. But guess who is given that over, Dennis? It is a spinner. And a sweet connection from... first ball is missed. He was looking high up in the heavens. By the time he played the shot, so Hera Richards' ball was ready in the gloves of the keeper. Mwanguzi Timothy, another fast rising youngster from Jinja, he scored a century in the schools league the other day.
I wonder why they would choose to bowl Sohera right now, because he's a leg spinner. He's flighting the ball. It becomes very easy pickings for the batters. Should have someone like Jonathan Euro coming back to bowl now, some shearing pace. We are into the tail. And tail enders like to take on spinners.
He's bowled well 3 balls and he's only given away 1 run. So Hera Richard is darting it, no flights.
Exactly, and I was going to say that that's what he's doing exactly. Instead of bowling spinners, he's looking at getting his over as quickly as possible.
Good shot. Pierces the gap. 4 runs to the total. Rwanda continue to believe and play with purpose.
Shimmy down the wicket there from the batter, meets the ball on the half volley, and he walks it through covers. No chance for the extra cover.
The captain Paul Mulongo is asking his fielders, Mulwane, Luana, says, fight, come on boys, fight, we can't let this one go away. Oh. In the air, why is that gone? Massive 6, all the way to Shell. Go refill your tanks.
Yeah, send a search party for that one, because Francois missed it on the full toss and he hits it into the next ground here at the Lugogo Cricket Oval. Once it came off the bat, you can see there Sohera sighing that he's like, he knew that one had gone and gone a long mile. You know, since I told you, I think this was the wrong time to bowl Sohera.
He bowled 3 balls for 1 run. Then he bowled the 4th for 4. And the 6th was one that was begging to be hit and duly punished.
3 balls, 1 run, and the next 2 have gone for 10.
Whatever that wicket conference is for by the Leopards, it's an uncalled for one, because the bowler's got himself to blame.
Yeah, they chose the wrong moment to bring him on. Maybe you could have bowled the final over, but for him to bowl the 19th over is suicidal, especially if it is a spinner who's bowling his 4th over. he will be taken on by the batters without fear or favor. We now need 8 runs from 7 balls.
Advantage Rwanda. The penultimate over, many coaches I don't think have realized that it's the most important one in any innings. He goes over the top. More runs on offer. Long levers, Francois Zaharangaje. Give him some knighthood.
Very intelligent batting here from Francois. What he's been doing, that every time he's seen the flight, he's used his feet well, gotten to the pitch of the ball, and every time he's met it on the half volley, he's struck it so hard and run away for boundaries. They got only 3 runs off the first 3 balls, but they got a whole total of 14 off the next 3. Big over there for the Rwanda emerging team, who are now in a position.
They have 4 wickets in hand, Dennis, and each of those 4 wickets can score 1 run from the remaining 6 balls, and they will still be victorious.
Pastor Lennon called it. He said the Rwanda emerging team will get over the line. And here we are with 4 runs required of 6 balls.
The church is full, I tell you. The offertory is even fuller.
You get a congregation, I tell you. You get a congregation. The Rwanda emerging on the verge of a second victory of the day. If they get over the line in this one, they should be in a comfortable position. Maybe they will have 1 foot in the final for Saturday. But for now, they're in a good place. Rocky Telecom, Gunia, UNICD, Soroti Cricket Academy, Saifal, Jibu Water, Rwanda Cricket Association, all partners of this Batball tournament. Batball X tournament. The tactics here missing for the now Leopards innocent. Another spinner ball in the final over. That's why I told you they cashed in all their chips very early at the casino. It's now time to go home and there's no transport.
It happens a lot. You're high on adrenaline cricket. So here are Richard. Punished for 15. This is hit in the gap. They will take 1. 1 is enough. 3 to win. 2 for the super over.
Everyone on their feet in the Rwanda emerging camp.
Zirahangaje Francois on strike. He goes big pass or look underneath it. He will take the catch. Not smart cricket from the man with long levers, Zirahangaje. He could have hit that anywhere. But 3 balls, 3 runs required from 4.
19 of 7 there for Francois. He's done well for his team. Got them close. Hopefully the rest of his team can finish the job for him. But he hit the ball straight to the man with the safest hands on that now Leopards team, Pass Oloka. Maybe we haven't seen the end of the drama in this particular clash. 3 from 4 balls is the requirement. Can Mudola Edgar come up with 4 magic deliveries that will win the game for his team? Or will Vincent DePaul Bimenyimana, who's on the non-strikers, do the job?
Celebrations on hold for either dugout. Here's Edgar. They run very quickly. Chance for a run out. No. They'll get 1. Yes, sensible stuff.
Yeah, very good stuff there from Israel Mugisha. Realizes that he needs to get Bimenyimana on strike, so he doesn't hesitate when he's given the call. Good cricket there from the Rwandans. 2 from 3. They decide to bring in the field the now Leopards. But it's in between. The man from extra cover has walked in, but hasn't walked in all the way. 2 from 2. Misses that one there, Bimenyimana. Now Bimenyimana needs to know that he needs to get the first attainment is to get the 1 run to tie to level the scores. and then find the winning run.
Whoever doesn't panic will win this one. Half tracker, yes, he does that. So you can stop at that, son. You don't have to rush through for the second.
Okay.
Almost.
Yeah, the Nile Leopards there nearly pressed the panic button. But scores now level.
Scores level, a low scoring game. It's turned out to be a thriller. This is what you pay for, top dollar to watch. Look at them on their feet. The Rwandan dugout. Adeline to use it. Stay seated back.
I'm telling you, I don't think Adeline can use our health camp right now because they will tell him that he has some hypertension. The pressure is on, but he's calm and collected customer. He's been here, done that.
One hit I have for glory. The theme of this tournament is tackling hypertension with every hit. It's one hit away for Rwanda to tackle that hypertension.
Everyone in the circle for the Nile Leopards, 1 of 1. Israel Mugisha, the youngster on strike.
Mugisha is a show boy. He's full of a vibe. Look at him. He can get under the skin of anyone on any day, but well, he's got to do the talking today, not with his mouth as a bowler.
Can he walk the talk? Delaying everyone. An interesting finish. Mudola comes up, finds the gap, pierces the gap. The Rwanda emerging, win the game. Very, very good stuff there. The celebrations from the Rwandans. They know how much this victory means for them. The Nile Leopards will not be unbeaten after this one.
Look at those celebrations from Mr. Mugisha Israel. He runs away. Catch me if you can. Ibrahim Tahir like. And then he runs off and kneels halfway right in front of the commentator's booth here. And his teammates give him a high lift that is only saved for the coaches after winning tournaments. The Rwanda emerging needed 11 at one stage per over. That knock from Francois Zirahangaje made them believe. They kept fighting, trusting their abilities. And then the bowling card of the Leopards had only 2 speeders already bowled thus far, with everyone else done with their 2. They paid the price. 1 over went for 15. The last over here bowled. He fought and fought, but couldn't do much. Adeline in your frame there. He will be happy with his efforts, having come to Kampala and saying, I don't want to go back home on Friday. I would like to go back home on Monday. He will stay in Kampala longer and enjoy his table tennis in the afternoon.
Yeah, very true. There, ice in his veins there. Israel Mugisha piercing the infield, finds the boundary to pick up the victory for the Rwanda emerging team. 3 wickets for them. Good win. That means that there's no unbeaten side in the tournament for now. The Lion Leopards had defeated the Central Rhinos in the morning, but in the afternoon they've come up against a very, very determined Rwanda emerging team who have defeated them by 3 wickets. What a game of cricket. What some entertainment we've had. But the action will continue tomorrow on day 2 of the Super Fours. Should be a big day for the Central Rhinos and the Nile Leopards. No one is assured of being in the final. Everyone will have to work very hard to get themselves in the final on Sunday afternoon. But we'll look forward to more cricket tomorrow. We'll take a short break and Innocent will be coming up with the post-match presentation.